Hey, welcome back everyone. My name is Joe, and over the last year I've documented my journey of writing a first novel. In fact, a trilogy of novels called Rivendoah. I live with my husband Richard and our granddaughter Hannah on 6 acres of land nestled in the wilds of Virginia. Every Monday I post a video sharing the joys and challenges of writing a first novel. In this week's video, I want you to come along on a road trip as we explore a pivotal location featured in Rivendoah. So, come along and join me on my adventures in living as a writer and an artist. Hey everybody, Joe here. Welcome back to my author's channel here on YouTube. I have packed up all my gear and I'm on my way down to the central part of Richmond, to the MCV campus, where I'm going to be going to a very special building that is featured in the first novel, Wings of Shadow, in my Rivendoah trilogy. So I'm hoping you guys will join me for another adventure on the road with Rivendoah. Wow, that looks like some dark clouds ahead. I hope it doesn't rain on us. For today's road trip, I'll be taking you guys along with me down Interstate 95, which I'm on now. We're going to come around here to this area right here is downtown Richmond, and this right here is Shockoe Hill, and down here is Shockoe Valley and Shockoe Bottom, and of course the James River, Mayo Island, and Bell Island here. But our destination today is going to be right here. I'm coming down 95, going to swing around, come up to Broad Street, and then enter here into the MCV campus to this location, which, if you haven't guessed it yet, is the Egyptian building. Right up here is where the Egyptian building is, on the other side of that building, where I'm going to be going. Hey everyone, here we are down at the heart of the MCV campus. It's kind of noisy down here, but because we are in the heart of the city. But here we are at the beautiful Egyptian building. Now it's sort of sitting here at the center of the campus. I'm going to do kind of a 360 here of the other buildings around. Just to kind of give you an idea of the location here, all the other historic buildings, but the Egyptian building definitely stands out. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a walkthrough and show you the aspects of the building and talk a little bit about its history and how I'm going to be featuring it in my first novel, Wings of Shadow, Rivendoah. This mysterious building featured in Rivendoah was built in 1845. It was the center of the MCV campus. In fact, it served as the only building until the early 1900s. It was designed by the architect Thomas Somerville Stewart in the Egyptian revival style popular at the time. The Egyptian motif was considered appropriate because of the roots of medicine dating back to the ancient Egyptian physician Imhotep. This jewel of the James River is constructed of brick, stucco, and cast iron. Its battered walls, meaning the base is wider than the top, gives the impression that the building is reaching for the stars. The imposing monumental columns resemble intricately designed palm frond capitals that appear within the recessed porticos on either end of the building. They support the grand lintel across the top, which features the winged sun disk of the god Horus. This exquisitely designed structure sits on the edge of Shako Hill, overlooking the valley below. It is surrounded by a cast iron fence featuring posts that resemble Egyptian sarcophagi, or mummy cases complete with tiny feet sticking out of the bottom. The front of the building is flanked by two granite obelisks, which anchor the iron gate. In 1966, a petition was made to designate the building a National Historic Landmark, and in 1972 it was granted. The interior housed most of the educational activities until the late 1890s and served as the center of the campus for nearly 100 years. It held classrooms, an infirmary, and hospital beds for medical and surgical cases. On the ground level is a large lecture hall that is still in use today. The top floor held a dissecting room, infamous among the students who attended the college. This room is featured in Rivendoah. The building was restored in 1939. The exterior of the building was covered in ivy, which had damaged much of the exterior stucco. After the discovery of King Tut's tomb in 1922, a love of all things Egyptian swept the U.S., and money was raised at that time to update the interior of the building, which was remodeled to carry on the Egyptian style. Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a quick look at this beautiful lobby. Absolutely gorgeous. We are in the heart of the lobby of the Egyptian building, and it is just more than words can say how absolutely intricate and beautiful the Egyptian motifs and designs are in this building. I was going to go into the lecture hall, but it looks like there's a lecture going on, so I don't think I want to disturb the professor or the students. Besides, this is just absolutely beautiful in here and just gives you such a wonderful idea of how intricately they have incorporated the elements of the Egyptian revival movement into this wonderful, wonderful building. It's going to make a great focus for my book. Been taking some more photos inside the stairwell, which is actually kind of a very interesting spot. It's hot in here, it doesn't have any AC, but it's kind of an interesting spot that I hadn't thought about writing about, but I think I'll feature it in the book. A spooky area down here. Looks like it hasn't been renovated down here, but absolutely cool to actually be down here walking around. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be, so I'm kind of whispering. Looks very cool. Absolutely incredible. Look at this great hallway. You can imagine all kinds of spooky things happening here. This must be the works of the building. Walking around the side of the building now. Don't know if you can hear me so well because the sound is kind of muffled. But I just wanted you to see how beautiful this building is. It's got beautiful elements and details that really give it the feeling of that Egyptian temple. But I'm going to go over here and let you all see some of the building from these different views here. That if you stood right here, you would get a beautiful view of Chaco Valley kind of all in front of me. But now, of course, there are buildings here, so you can't quite see the beautiful Chaco Valley below, but sort of the view is blocked. But it must have been quite impressive to stand up here in front of the at the end of the very kind of loud. Somebody's on a motorcycle. Anyway, it must have been quite impressive to stand up here and see this beautiful view from the top of Chaco Hill down into Chaco Bottom and the Chaco Valley below. I don't want to give away the secrets of Rivendoah. I want you to enjoy the story as it unfolds, but I will tell you that the Egyptian building plays a pivotal role in the story. The structure acts as a beacon, drawing dark powers and storing them in its hidden depths. My protagonists will battle a rising evil in several key scenes featuring this storied jewel of the James River. As I get closer to publication, I hope to reveal more of the dark secrets of the Egyptian building. Okay everybody, I hope you enjoyed this look at the Egyptian building. I'm going to go ahead and head on out and close up the video for today. But I'll be giving you more details about how I'm going to be using this motif of the Egyptian building in Rivendoah. And as I do, I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. So until the next video, I'll see you then.